Is Pittsboro getting another brewery
Pittsboro
in
is getting
2021?
Pittsboro is getting another brewery. Do we need another brewery?
Yes.
All right, good. Yeah, it's not. Do we need another auto store?
No.
Auto parts store? Do we need another Mexican restaurant?
We need a Chick-fil-A.
Oh well, Chick-fil-A. I'm not going to talk about Chick-fil-A. So one of my former students and football players, Derek Morris, and his wife, Brandy. I was lucky enough to sell them their first house out in Goldston. They got a great deal on a home and some acreage. A beautiful little girl, and Derek's father-in-law, Brandy's father, is a guy named Danny Jenkins, and this is a family project, and they have just started Red Moose Brewing Company, and you can find them on Facebook. You can friend them on Facebook. This place, they have done a phenomenal job. So Penny and I own 90 East Street, and one of the other businesses that we lost due to COVID-19 was a martial arts studio. Great guy, he was doing phenomenal business, but with all the shutdowns, he couldn't survive, and so he had to cancel his lease, and we had it vacant for a while, and I got a lot of calls, but it wasn't getting calls on the quality of business that we wanted for downtown. It was people were asking, we want a gun shop. Well, that's great, but we didn't want it to be a gun shop. We wanted to be we had a good guy, another former student of mine wanted to do a tattoo parlor, and we're like, yeah, we can't really do a tattoo parlor. And we had vape shop, no, and we had those check cashing places, no, and just none of them were like a good fit. Derek comes along and says, hey, can we look at that spot? Still calls me Coach Andrews, love that. And I'm like, oh my God, this is a perfect fit. So the three of them, and I think Brandy's mother too, all got in there, and they started taking the mirrors off the walls and ripping up the old carpet. And like a month later, I go in there, it's got like the best to die for, like antique hardwood floors now, and they've all sanded them, and they look phenomenal. And then they did some boards on the side with tin sheets on the wall, and they painted the ceilings, and they renovated the bathrooms, and they're got this new cooler facility, and we're upgrading the electrical to take care of everything. And so what they're a small batch brewery. And this guy, Derek, has been coming up with like seasonal brews. So, and he's got stuff like, like mango hops or chocolate or coffee or maple, all these different, what regular breweries does, but he has a lot more flexibility with the flavors that he can do. And I can't remember like how many gallons he's doing, but we're not talking like a big facility or whatever. And I think that they're expanding the deck off the back, so they'll be sitting. They're not doing food. You just go in there and have a beverage, which is good. I think they have like a kid-friendly section, like chalkboard walls, so the kids can write on the walls. And it's just hopefully, when things will get better. The deck would be great for people to have a pint outside, but I think you'll be able to have one inside as well. And they're expected to be open in March of 2021. Red Moose Brewing Company, like them on Facebook. They're great people.